Whoa! Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the Mad Skills Motocross World Championship 2018! Whoa! God, that was intense. Back. Joe, Justin, welcome.
Hey,
I will give you the winning goggles. They smell a bit sweaty.
That's fine, that's fine.
Do be aware.
I
didn't know you were so good on a motocross.
I know.
I wish I was as good at Mad Skills Motocross, but I'm only good at couch riding. Guys, let's do a little recap of what we just saw. Track number 1. So Zach finished out on top, and there was some pretty good competition throughout, but it seemed like the top 2 were quite a bit ahead of everyone else.
Yes. Yeah, they definitely spread that time, big time.
Yeah, I walked out there, and as I was walking through, who was it? Sir Scrubs a lot was like, Joe, that wasn't easy. Like, I think they got the impression that they might start easy like last year, but this year we didn't start easy. We just kind of hit them hard.
The way the 12 tracks are structured, I said I wouldn't say map, but it's come out so many times already.
Chat's supposed to take a drink every time you say that, right?
Well, then I'm going to keep saying it. No, so the 12 tracks we have, are they structured in terms of difficulty? Are they mixed up a certain way, or is it more just like a steady flow of however you guys wanted to make them and felt at the time?
No, I spent actually a lot of time really trying to figure out the order, and they're hard. It's really a hard thing for me because I didn't really want it to go easy to hard, because then that leaves all the hard tracks for day 2, and then day 1 should really be a test of all these guys, because day 1 is determining who makes it to day 2, who's upper bracket, who's lower bracket, who gets kicked out. So I wanted day 1 to be a huge variety. It's going to be hard tracks, medium tracks, maybe some easier tracks, and then we'll kind of see the same thing repeated tomorrow, but with obviously different tracks. So today they're going to see everything. We're throwing it all at them. It's really testing these guys, because today is going to figure out who's really going to the final day.
And Justin, with regards to the difficulty of tracks, what would you say are the most important skills as being when you are a professional player, and what differentiates those guys to a casual player like myself?
Well, as you saw, and this track was a very good example of that, is you had your scrubs in there. The scrubs are huge. That's what keeps your forward momentum going. The tire taps, which turned out to be a major player in this track.
Yeah, well, it's I feel like it's those specific tire taps that have very small margin for error.
Yes, and because they were so tight. I mean, every single one of those tire taps you saw in that track were so tight, and even some of them would put you into a spot where you have to maintain that speed, like that big triple that was after the whoops bounce. You had to maintain your speed out of that to hit that big triple on the other side of it. So if you weren't able to do that and nail that tire tap perfectly to perfectly clear that wall at the other end, you weren't going to do it. It wasn't happening.
Yeah. So we did also, we were lucky enough to be joined in the chat by Gavin, who made that first track. And he was giving us some background on the lines, etc. Let's talk about track number 2, Joe. What's it called and what can we expect?
Yeah, let me pull up my my cheat sheet here. So track 2 is called Spring Forward. This was made by Ryan, one of our other track designers. This is going to be a 1-lap track. I think it's going to have shorter times as the last track. So these guys are going to get more runs in, more attempts. This one, I think, is going to be a little easier. I don't know if the production guys can roll the video. I don't know if that's available or not, but if so, we could see a preview of the track. But if not, we'll wait till these guys start playing. But this is definitely going to be a little easier.
So you would say that this second track, then, Spring Forward, compares to the first track. What was it? Mad Bro. It's a more lighter. It's not as mechanically intensive.
So this one's about scrubbing. Last one, we had a few tire tap sections and the whoop bounce, which was kind of like the keys of the first track. This one is, can you nail your scrub every time? And at the end, there's a speed check spot where to hit the fast line, you got to use your brakes. You got to slow up. Sometimes to go fast, you got to go slow. So are these guys going to see that? If not, they're gonna blow it, hit the slow line. Maybe if they see it, they'll hit the brakes, hit the fast line. We'll see.
Yeah, and so I'm assuming that's why it's called Spring Forward, because there are a lot of actions where you need to scrub, tire tap, and whatever to move forward optimally. Is that right, Justin?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be, what's going to change it. It's going to change the game. And like, as you saw in the first track, there was such a spread in times that those tiny little things, the scrubs, the tire taps, all that stuff that we talked about is going to apply in this second track, and the scrubs especially. That's what's really going to separate the guys, separate the time between these guys.
And so maybe you do or don't have details on this. What kind of age range do we have between our players? Because, of course, again, going back to our veteran, Master 52, he's 26, similar to my age. Then do we have some younger guys or even older guys than him?
Yeah, who's the youngest?
I don't know who the youngest is. I know.
Is it Zach that's the youngest?
I know Zach's 18. I don't know if anyone's younger than 18.
Yeah.
Who would be the oldest out there?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know if anyone's even 30.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think it's a good thing to bring up because it shows how accessible the game is to anybody. And also, if you do want to put in that time, regardless of like your lifestyle or what you're having to do, at any age, you can be competitive, right, at Mad Skills Motocross.
Absolutely.
Of course, you need to refine those skills, but Joe, like, what kind of people watching should go and pick it up? I think anyone should feel like they could compete at any level, or just even try it out casually.
Yeah, it's a fun game, and like we were saying earlier, there is a cache mode. So if you do want to download it, it's free. You can download it on the iOS or Android App Store. Just search for Mad Skills Motocross 2. But you know, we do have a cache mode, so there's money to be made, and there's different divisions within cache. So when you first start in there, you're not going to be paired up against Master 52 or any of these guys, you know. So you're going to start in the lower bracket, the lower division, and competing against guys at the same skill levels as you use, you know. But the better you get, you're going to start moving up, and you know, if you can get good and make it to the division these guys are in, you know, maybe you'll find yourself.
You don't want to be matched up against Master 52 straight away.
No.
He'll take your money and he'll run and he'll say thanks very much.
Not about that life.
But look, even if you're not in it to make the money and play the cash games, we have Jam Mode, which is kind of our weekly tournament. It runs every Thursday it resets.
Yeah.
2 brand new tracks. It's free to play, and you can go on there, connect with Facebook, Twitter, so that way you can see all your friends who are playing, and it's fun. You just battle it out against your friends, little bragging rights, see who's the fastest, who's the best. You know, and it's fun. It's fun. It's just kill time on the toilet. You know, that's the best place to play.
Okay, so we've mentioned the toilet twice now. Joe, is everything okay with regards to your bowel movements?
Yeah, you know, they're pretty regular.
I've asked my wife. She said no because I have to bring everything by her, right? So I've thought about changing out my desk chair at home when we do the streams.
Turning your chair into a toilet.
Yeah, just having a toilet there, nailing down perfect times. Watch out, Master 52.
My wife, when I'm in the bathroom, I'll be in there like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and she'll be like, I know you're done. You're just playing. You need to get out.
Just let out a groan, you know, make it believe.
Yeah. No, I need to have like a little sound box that just makes like fart noises as it thinks I'm still going.
Absolutely. All right.
So it looks like they've already begun with track number 2. And here we go. You did give me a slight preview of this. I do remember it being a bit more straightforward than Mad Bro. And we're seeing James, Master 52, as our first guy trying it out.
Right there, perfect scrub. That's what this track's all about.
Oh, boy. Yeah, this one's going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of scrubbing. Oh, but if anybody can do it, he can.
Yeah.
So right there, he's trying. He's like, can I make it onto the table, or do I have to slow up and hit the landing before?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's possible to land on that table. If Ryan, I think Ryan is in the chat. So Ryan, if you're in the chat, you let us know.
Oh, there we go.
There he goes. He's got it. Oh, these whoops. Oh, boy. Whoa. Oh, and that bounce onto that flat is going to be faster.
So he needs to get a bit more speed there coming out of those
and that
whoops,
one shouldn't be a big deal for these guys.
Or can he tire tap all the way to that, or can you not get that much height?
You might. It depends. I've seen some crazy stuff happen.
Okay.
So it could definitely be possible.
Jay Strupp, I don't know how you say his name, the CS Counter-Strike guy in chat is asking where we are. We're in Stockholm, Sweden.
We're in Stockholm, Sweden.
Coming at you live.
Almost a second home at this
point.
point.
He's turned it up. Yeah.
Woo! So is that what you call a dragon's back? Or is it not intense enough to be called a dragon's back?
That one is a little more of just like some uphill step-up thing where it's not quite... A dragon's back would be less of an uphill and more whoops involved.
Oh, okay, cool.
Almost like uphill whoops.
Uphill whoops, that's what I thought, but that one clearly wasn't intense enough.
A little more burly than that.
But James there, putting down, happy to get a 40-second run in.
So this is a lot shorter than the last track.
Yeah, so they'll be able to put in a lot more full times for sure, because that's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Difference almost.
So you got to have a nice scrub there, a second scrub. Was he able to make it to the table? No. So he's landing short.
So I think that's your
little scrub there. If you can land on the table, it's going to be faster.
Now, as the expression goes, spring forward, fall back. Is brake checking important on this track, or are we seeing more full speed throughout?
There is a brake check at the end of this track to hit the fast line, and I think we saw one of the guys already doing it. And so Ryan, who made the track, is in chat, and he's telling me in that beginning section we're talking about stretching to land on that table. He says it is possible, so that will be the fast line. Just stretch, hit that table.
And then just dump down.
Yeah, dump down into that downhill.
Well, it looks like everybody has kind of started off around that 39 to 40 second mark.
Yeah, you got some close times right now.
And what are we expecting to shave off that? 10, 15?
No, not on this short track.
Oh, okay. So you think they're already hitting it relatively well?
Yeah, maybe like a 33, something like.
Okay,
well,
so about
what was
7
the top
seconds.
time? Anyone remember?
39 point
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, so I think a 34-ish,
Like late,
something,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
5 seconds off, something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was way off. I was thinking 10. And of course not. If it's a shorter track, the room for improvement is going to be
Okay.
smaller,
Oh, so
right?
Zayle's
he
doing
he
some
just did a little
taps,
tire
too.
tap to hit the table, which
Yeah.
is another way.
Oh, he's tearing these apart. Look
Whoa.
at this.
Perfect
Wow.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
This is
These
gonna be-
Missed
guys-
a little bit of a scrub there. Can you hit the whoops
Yeah.
here correctly? Yep, that looks
Oh,
good.
that was really nice.
And he put a slow down, the speed check
So
there.
here's
he
the
can roll
speed
this,
check
yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Scrub it. There he goes, yeah. Oh, a little long, though.
I
Could be-
think,
Ah.
Ryan, you're in chat. At the end of that
but he
speed
still
check,
gets ahead of his ghost.
yeah.
if you blast that speed check, Ryan, can you triple out on that next thing, or do you have to slow up and hit the double?
Yeah, that's interesting.
38.468.
Yeah. So he's using auto gas as well. These guys, I don't know how they do it.
Who is this?
Gotta have some
Addy
control.
Drift Daddy is saying, I've been struggling on getting better, like choosing the different lines. Any tips? I think the most important is looking at what other players are doing. Obviously, these guys can't do that, but in the game, you can look at the leaderboard. So what you do is you go to the leaderboard. If you look at the top times, you'll see what they're doing. The other thing you can do is look at the track. So when you're in the air, if below you see stuff that looks like it could be ridden, like it was meant to be a
Yeah.
jump or a soft landing or something, and you're just going over it, you might think to yourself, that looks like it should be ridden. How can I get my bike to that section? And then kind of, work yourself backwards and try to figure it out. In Jam, there's also a track preview button where you can scroll around and actually look at the track without playing it. That'll sometimes help you. So those are kind of all the little tips and tricks. But watching other people play and watching their replays is really the best way. And if you don't have some Jam Premium rounds, we're going to be doing giveaways all throughout today. During the breaks, we'll do giveaways. So stick away during the breaks. Maybe you can get yourself some free premium rounds.
Yeah.
In this first section, it looks like pretty much every jump or wall, you have to scrub off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fast time is going to be a scrub on all these.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's only, from what I'm seeing, there's one clear-cut line. I don't think there's going to be too much of a differentiation here in lines on the
Yeah.
first part of this track. Definitely not.
All right, now let's move over to
So here's our top
a triple
threes.
ghost comparison between Bragstead, Kudler, and Zach. These are the top three,
Yeah.
and we can see Zach
Look at Zach,
is
just
currently in the
smooth as silk,
lead.
baby.
Oof.
Oh, jeez.
Killing it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This is Zach here. We'll see if he gets
He's
past.
really, really quite a bit ahead at this point as well.
Yeah, he's definitely, oh, yeah. Ooh, whoa, look at that. So that is a,
Sometimes it feels like when you see the fastest runs, it's almost like the bike isn't really touching the floor. It's like floating along
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's just
it's
drifting
crazy.
a lot. It has like perfect momentum whenever it's grounded.
yeah, so that's your tops
He,
right
he
there.
didn't quite hit the fast line though, because Ryan's in chat and he's telling me that you can triple after the speed check if you can land the speed check perfectly,
Perfectly, yeah.
in full throttle blast, you can triple the next jump, and these guys are doubling it right now.
Okay, interesting.
So as opposed to getting over 2 bumps, you can get over the third completely and just
Yeah.
clear that entire area
Yeah.
by tripling. Okay.
Someone's asking, will we do a towel giveaway? We opened up a new merch store. I think it's shop.turborilla.com, and there's beach towels now.
They're
I want a
amazing.
towel.
Pretty
They
cool.
Where's
are
my
so,
towel?
I know,
guys?
I
Yeah,
want a
we'll-
towel too. I don't have one.
We'll do some merch giveaways later.
Yeah. Yeah, the towels are awesome. There's one for Matt's Motocross 2 and BMX 2, so. And they're both equally amazing.
You can use the towel to wipe off the sweaty thumbs
Yeah.
in a deep session.
Yeah, it looks like Cuddler 2 is trying to nail down that bounce out of those whoops just as tiny, you do just enough to get you onto that table after the whoops at this first part to maintain that speed, keep it clean. I'll get it here. Nope.
Oy.
Yep.
Yeah. Can he still catch up with his ghost here, do you think?
Yeah,
Depending on what he's
yeah,
got
I
on
think
that tail end.
Especially if he didn't hit the triple right here, because this
So
is the
that's
speed
where
check.
you can triple, right?
So right here, if you go full throttle right here, this next jump right here, you can triple.
oh, I
which
see.
you have
can
to
get
land
that,
on
yeah.
top of that.
Yeah,
No
I see.
way.
Yeah. So Ryan
Really?
says it's possible. So
Jeez.
if these guys can hit that, that's going to be the fast line.
Well, if Ryan says possible, I believe him, I guess.
And that would, what, shave off maybe a second or so?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
Because the jump
Could be
they're
huge.
hitting instead of that puts them way high in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be a huge difference.
Yeah, you lose that
Ooh,
forward trajectory
that's
going the
nice.
other way. Oh, yeah. Oh,
No.
Not what you want there.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't restart.
I know.
I think maybe he wants to try.
Try this triple.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Oh, there you
Ooh,
go.
that wasn't bad.
Oh, that might be a little shaver right
You got to
there.
wheelie this
But-
whole thing, and I think you need to seat bounce it.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
you'd
didn't,
have to.
he didn't
So-
let himself play that out.
Yeah.
He knew. So this guy, they're so
Yeah.
good that as soon as he hit the takeoff, he knew I don't have enough speed to clear it.
Yeah.
And he's not wasting time to
Yeah.
land to see.
But he's identified it, right? That
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the best way to try and triple that.
Oh, man. He's
Get up there. So
grinding
right here we got
So he's
multiple
actually
lines out of the
running.
loops.
Yeah, a tiny line here.
Oof.
So he's going to try to hit a backflip scrub.
And that's speed check.
Yeah,
So right
I think
here,
you're going
you
to see
really
him
got
do
to wheelie,
Ah.
and bounce, and he missed it. But
But
he
you
did a
have to
cutlass
have-
scrub right there.
it. To preload that back end, to be able to do
Whee.
that seat bounce out of there, you're going to have some serious. You got to be perfectly angled.
I think he was trying to do that cutlass scrub. I don't think he's trying to go for the triple.
Yeah, he might not be.
I don't think he thinks that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do gear giveaways today. Someone's asking in chat later.
We'll now take a look at the 4th and 5th placing current. The current 4th and 5th placing run. So it's Giolito and Lorenzo.
Yep.
And they're very, very close in time, and so you'll see like the
Interesting.
differences in the lines
Yeah.
and how they kind of end up matching up. Because it looks like Giolito is massively ahead here.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of back tire running too.
It's probably right here.
Oh,
where
he's
we
lost
see a
time
difference in
there, yeah.
Right
Oh,
there.
that's slow.
We got
There it
some-
is. Oh
yeah.
man. Yeah, so he's definitely. Well, he is flying. That's a table, isn't it?
Oh. Oh, and then
Right there at
blue
the
just
tip. That's
coming
amazing.
ahead.
Different lines. Look how close.
Whoa! Okay, that is
Yeah,
insanely
that's super
close.
And
That was like a
slowed
tire's
down.
width.
Yeah, that was slowed down big time too. So
It was nice on the slow-mo as well. That was
Yeah.
really cool. Is that built into replays when ghosts are going to overtake each other? Those slow-mos, or are we doing that in production?
they're probably doing
production's
that. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much
Yeah,
for that.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
That's cool. Really cool.
So let's see. So Zach's in second, Zealy third, Cousin fourth, Lito on
Much,
90.
much closer than
Man.
the last,
Yeah.
last
Yep.
track.
And see that right there is
Look at
insane.
Master 52 all the way in 11th.
Struggling.
Yeah, I don't think he'll stay like that though.
Still got.
Can we go up
30
back to
32
first place?
minutes.
What was that? Yeah, first place is 36.38.
So Braggs is holding
Bragstad.
that top spot.
So I'm
All
thinking
right.
like a 33, maybe 34, something like that is going to be pretty tough to get.
Yeah.
Low 35s, I think, are going to be about where they could end up realistically. Most of the field here.
Cudla holding strong though.
I'd
Dude,
love to
he
jump
is.
in with one of those top 4 or 5 at the moment and see what kind of lines they're hitting.
Yeah.
So we'll check who we're jumping in with now. And it's Zach.
Zach.
actually,
Oh,
so
look
yes.
at this. All right, so he's
Is he hitting the triple right here?
seatbelt.
Yeah, he's going
doing
for
it.
You got to hit the seatbelt.
Oh, he's so close, dude. He's going to get it. I
crushed
know
his
he'll get
front
it.
suspension.
Yeah, he did. He's going to do it. Guaranteed.
Oi.
I just want to see somebody
He's
hit
really
that because
pushing
that
it,
is
isn't
a
he?
stretch. It is insane.
That's good. Oh, when he's... Oh. You can see when he's really chucking himself into everything and he's going too far back and he's ahead of his ghost.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, there's a good chance that he could end up clocking his ghost
Right.
and coming out on top.
You can tell right now that all he's really focusing on is if he can get that triple after
The
the speed
big
check.
triple.
Yeah.
Because
He
right now
knows
this
that's
is,
gonna
this
be
is
the
a terrible
moneymaker.
run.
Yeah,
but he's like, I
exactly.
just want to get there and see if I can hit it
Yeah.
because it'll shave off so much time.
Yep. Oh,
Speed
that right.
check.
Look at this guy.
Oh.
I'm
He's got
telling
it.
you.
He's got to have it.
Yeah.
Can you? Oh,
Ah,
he missed
He
it.
leaned back too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, he knows it. He knows it. That's the face of glory right there. Look at Zach. He's killing it.
If he can get this, it's going to shave off a second or two. And you know, in order for other people to pass him, they're going to have to get the same
Oh.
line.
Yeah.
And I think some of the guys won't even try it. It's very risky
Aye,
because
aye,
you have to
aye.
have full speed. You have to wheelie into the jump, and you have to spring off your back tire, the rear suspension, in order to get the
Yeah.
amount of lift
You
you're
have
going
to
to
be
get.
at a perfect angle. Very hard
Here
to
we
control.
go, coming up to it again.
I'm
Getting
loving
the
his
speed
bounce
check
over this,
here.
though.
Yeah, the way
Yeah.
he does that.
Trying to
leans
not gonna
carry,
have
so
all
he's
fast.
trying to
Yeah.
carry speed too
Nope.
slow.
Way too slow.
No.
He can do it
Not
though.
enough lift.
I think he's got the right thing going.
Oh, he's deep in thought
Yeah,
there.
it's
He's doing a Michelangelo
Yeah.
on the rock.
It was very, very deep
That was
thought.
intense.
Yeah.
I bet that moment lasted a lifetime in his head. He went through like the infinite possibilities of what went wrong and right. It's like, I've seen the future. He
Yeah.
did a Doctor Strange.
That was fantastic.
No Avengers spoilers. Apologies.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's that week. It's that time of year.
I just want to see someone hit that
I
triple.
do too. I think Zach's the closest so far.
Oh, the way he takes
nice.
those whoops is
Nice.
just
All right, let's see who we got.
nasty. Anyway, we'll leave you wanting more right now and jump into... we'll see a picture and name shortly.
The number 20, Leonardo.
Yeah, so we got
Leonardo,
Leo here. Yeah.
with a rather spicy looking setup there.
He does have it's nice.
Acid green top, yellow wheels, blue bike. Contrasting, but complementary at the same time. Very fashion forward.
Love it.
All right.
Is he trying to...
So I
let's
feel
see.
like so
Yeah.
far Zach is the only person
Yeah,
that
he's going
coming
for
off
it.
those.
Nope, he's
um,
doing the brake check.
But the way that he comes off that top bit where he leans back so far, I don't think we've seen anyone else doing that yet, other than
No.
Zach.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I think he's the only one. I can see Zach hitting it. He's a master when it comes to that stuff, man. I think you could definitely see him.
I
pulling
feel
that
like
off.
he risks the most.
Yeah, he tries to.
He pushes
tries
the
to-
hardest.
He extends pretty far.
Quarter of the
Leo's-
way through the time on track number 2. So these guys still in the sort of feeling out period of the track and finding their optimal positioning. But I think everyone right now is identifying that the most time to be made up is on that attempting, I should say, the triple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ryan and Chad, who made this track, is saying that he has hit the triple cleanly. So
Wow.
It is
It's possible.
Totally possible. Yeah.
We're also going to get up the official results from game number 1. So
Oh,
you can
looky
see
here.
them there stacked up from 1 down to 12th. Yeah, it is Zach that finished on top with 114.
3.1 seconds.
Yeah, and what's crazy too is if you look at place like 5th through even like 7th, 8th, it's so like right in the same bucket, and then
Yeah.
your top 2 guys, top 3 really.
They
I
must
mean-
have. It'd be interesting to identify where they made that time.
Yeah.
To be 6 seconds ahead of place 3.
Yeah.
And so yeah, 20 points go to Zach, 18 to Bidus, and 16 to Zele. And the top 4, so including Bragstead, are in that winning bracket, and the loser bracket is 5th to 8th, and then eliminated is down at
9 to
bottom.
12.
Yeah, 9th to 12th.
They're not eliminated yet.
Yes, not
Yeah.
eliminated, but
But at the end of the day,
Exactly.
this will be where everyone goes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the overall leaderboard, let's clarify. And so if you do finish in that final 4, in that lowest third, you will be out.
Yeah. So we got Julito BMX here with his banana suit. I love it.
Banana, of
Yep.
course. A rich in potassium fruit.
Very good for you.
I'm sure he has been partaking in banana eating this morning to get himself prepared and energized
Gotta have
for
them
the
carbs.
competition. Exactly.
I don't know if production can do this, but some of the guys in chat were requesting that instead of the real names at the bottom, we get the game names, because that's what everyone knows these players by.
Yeah, that's true.
So if not, we'll let you know ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Trying to identify him out every time we get a switch.
Ooh.
Oh man.
But yeah, if some of you guys are watching and you're like, man, is this what is this game? I don't what's going on here. You can go download it for free and just start playing, and you'll see just right off the bat, you'll see the skill that these guys have compared to you know the casual player. Even someone like me, I've been playing this game since the day it came out. Actually, before it came out,
Ooh.
Getting a little.
and I
Little
can't compete
adapted.
anywhere on this
Yeah.
level. Which mobiles are they playing on? All these guys are on the same device. They're all on the iPhone 6s.
Yeah. So nobody was able to use their own hardware, avoiding any sort of tampering and stuff, and making sure we have a fair test going on. Very important to keep everybody on the same equipment. All right, let's see how he takes the brake check here. Okay, so he
Yeah,
just
now
kind of
if
like
we can
hits the
bomb
lip.
This,
No, it's
he's
not
going to
enough
go
speed
for
at
the
all.
double or the drop down. Yeah.
Yeah, Jolito struggling, just like everyone else right now with that triple. We're unsure if anybody so far in our field has been able to make it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to watch the
Yeah, but when
replays.
we
See whether Sydney.
when we get those top times again, we'll be able to maybe theorize or identify people that are able to do it, or maybe getting close.
Some of these guys, we'll point out, we recently came out with another game called Mad Skills BMX2. It's a
Yeah.
BMX racing game, similar to this, but BMX instead of motocross. And some of these guys are so good at these mobile games that they're the best players at both of our games currently, and they're totally different, mechanics, styles of play. they take different strategies, different techniques, and some of these dudes are just killing it. Like Zach can be top on both games in the same week. It's like they just born with some sort of crazy skill, I guess, to just tear it apart.
I still think he's a robot.
That's probably what it is. Actually.
I'm telling you, he's
a
an
robot.
android. That's what.
Joe and Justin, let's take a look at Zach versus Bragstad, currently the top two. I imagine that these guys are going to be quite close.
Yeah.
And it'll
So
be
right there we see a scrub, which put Zach in the lead. It was just a little scrub here going into the whoops.
They're neck and neck, too.
Yeah.
They both got a clean bounce out, staying the same. Nice scrub there.
as much
second
back
whoop
tire
set.
action as possible.
Look at
Okay.
these guys.
Zach had a little bit cleaner exit, which
Yeah.
which puts him in the
Ooh.
lead. We'll see
So
what
watch
they do
this
up here.
bounce and a flick.
Very
Ah.
similar.
Yeah, there you go.
So what we saw before is Zach leading back. Actually, he's changed it now to a different
he is?
approach.
Neither
Yeah.
take the triple. They both
Neither
take the
of them
double.
go for the triple. And then Zach finishes out ahead.
Bragstad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Bragstad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bragstad won that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bragstad comes out ahead.
Wow.
So it's going to come down because I feel, the thing that's separating
Boys, times are close.
that everything is so close. It's going to be who crushes that triple first, or if anyone can.
That's going to be your moneymaker. I'm telling you right now. If somebody
Yeah.
can nail that big jump, they're gonna come out ahead. That's insane.
Apparently, Zach has admitted before that he was a robot sent from the future to ruin everyone's dreams of
I knew
ever
it.
winning.
I knew it. I knew that was a thing. Yeah. So we see. Let's look down here. So Master sitting in 6th. I-90 sitting there in a goal 7 slot. Leo in 8th. In our 502 in 9th.
Cudla dropped to
Cudla in
10th. He
10th.
was in 4th earlier.
Cudla, what's up matter with you, man? And we got
need some more
Bittis in
keystone.
11, and Sir Scrubs rolling that 12 slot. So it's 38 on the back end. So it's really close on the guys that are right up in the top spots. And we're looking at Pekla here.
We haven't looked in on Pekla in a while.
I know.
He was the one who was just killing it during the qualification.
Destroying.
So we'll see if he can
yeah, it's
get his
it's
act
unreal.
together and start laying down some burners.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Is there anyone so far that you'd say hasn't reached sort of like, or isn't looking as comfortable as you'd had expected?
Well,
Man, I don't know because some of the guys that were sitting right at the top are now at the bottom end now.
Yeah,
And now it's kind of flopped around a bit. So it does seem like there's, of course, we do still have 22 minutes left. So we're only just now
Halfway through.
Yeah. So it's going to be crazy to see what they end up coming around with on the backside of this round here.
Oh,
Oh man, he just ate it.
ouch.
we're only halfway through the round here.
Yeah.
A lot of time to play on this short track.
And do you think there is anywhere else in the track that these guys could improve significantly on, or is it just that big triple
I
that
think
we're
these
waiting to
whoop
see?
sections, it's not going to be huge, but it's going to be enough. I
Could shave
think.
off a bit
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah, if you can hit those smooth, and then the couple little scrubs right there at the beginning of this track, I think is really going to be
Yeah.
the differentiator in the times here.
Yep. Oh, between scrubbing one of these jumps and not scrubbing
Yeah.
is like a tenth of a second, maybe
yeah,
more.
just one of them.
Guys, I want to ask you about, because of my own interest, your podcast. So what do you guys, let's talk about it in a bit more detail. I'd love to hear
Yeah, for
exactly what
sure.
you guys talk about, and if you go off on any tangents or whatever, but just give me the basic rundown, we'll go from there.
Yeah. So Tuesdays, what it was, 2 p.m. Central Time. I know.
2 p.m.
everyone's-
Central Time. It's
Who cares
the
about Central?
Turborilla show, and we just do rundowns of the Mad Skills Motocross 2 jam rounds from the previous week, the Mad Skills BMX 2 from the previous week, and then we do giveaways during the show where we give away
Yep.
premium rounds. We have
We do. There's a mode in
And
here
is
called.
this on Twitch or?
Yeah.
is this-
we do it live on
same
Twitch.
channel. Yep.
There's a mode in here called Versus where you can challenge your friend. You have 2 minutes to put in your best time on a track. Then it gets sent to your friend. Your friend has 2 minutes to try to beat your time, and you go back and forth like
Yeah.
that.
So we
Okay.
have
So we
people in
do-
chat send us
And they'll
challenges.
send us challenges, and they can
Yeah.
watch. And what Zach does, ZSE743, who's here, he sends challenges to me on bike 7 or
Bike
8,
7, yeah.
and I'm on bike 11, and
Yeah.
I see if I can beat him. On,
And sometimes he still loses.
and I still get my butt kicked, and
He's
he's on
usually
like
pretty good.
That's insane.
yeah, and I'm on a way
Whoa.
fast.
Whoa.
Little flip right there.
No.
Unintended, but beautiful nonetheless.
What else do we do? The one thing we save the Turborilla show for is really, it's kind of like a a news show that everything Turborilla-wise, which is the the maker of all of these games, is a company called Turborilla. So if there's any new updates coming out, if we want to tease our new games, like anything in Mad Skills Motocross 3 that were in development.
Okay.
So anything that's
Lots of
exciting,
news.
a lot of
Cheeky.
new, like we just opened up a new merch
new
shop.
merch
We just
store,
previewed
yeah.
that whole thing on the Turborilla show.
Where you
So
can get your
really,
towels.
it's the place to go. It's usually the first place we announce something big. So if you want to be up to date on the latest news, what's coming next, maybe see previews of an upcoming game, that's the place to do it.
Yeah.
Live on Tuesdays, and we kind of just do whatever the fans want. If they want whatever they want us to see, we
Yeah.
just
That's
kinda
one of the
do it.
great things about making your own content, right, with your own audience, that you
Yeah.
can interact.
Yeah, we kind of do our own thing. And then Wednesdays, same time, 2 p.m. Central, we do track building. So
Oh, okay.
either me or Joe, me and Joe, or just me, however we work it out. If he has to go out and get some Oreos, I got to take care of the stream.
Oh, I
so-
would love some Oreos right now.
Yeah, him too.
I'm
That's
an
all he
addict.
does. So
I should be
Hint,
sponsored.
hint, anyone listening on the other end of this microphone, if we could get some
yeah,
Oreos.
we're gonna need Oreos in here, ma. But so on Wednesdays we do the track building. So we'll build tracks for Mad Skills Motocross 2 and
Yeah.
Mad Skills BMX 2. And
And do
they'll
you
usually
show
go
the
in.
building and kind of like teach people about track design and overall sort of game design theory as you go along?
Pretty much, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because a lot of people don't realize what it goes into to build tracks. Even the simplest of tracks can be insane because
Yeah.
you've got just...
That's the
especially when you
work,
get-
right? You can't just
Yeah.
put random jump,
Yeah.
a random whoop. It has to
Exactly.
make sense. It
Yeah.
has to have lines. It's got to have a
Exactly.
rhythm, right?
Yep. And then Thursdays we just do a same time, same place. We do a jam racing stream.
Yeah.
Where we'll race
The new jam
race
tracks.
the new jam tracks. That most of the time built just the previous day. That'll go into the weekly jam. So it keeps us busy.
Let's compare now the top 3 runs. So Masters made his way up, and then we've got Zach and Bragstead, as we already know.
These are your 3.
Look at him just switching back and
It's
forth.
Yeah.
unreal, man.
Different lines. Let's see how they do in the whoops here.
Oh!
Almost flipping
And
over.
he held it together too.
How?
That was
Look
James.
at
That
that,
was Master
James.
52
Yeah.
in the front there, almost flipping over.
Oh, buddy, he's killing it. Oh, look at him coming back though.
He's got some
Look at him
really
coming
good
back,
control
though.
over those whoops.
Over the top side.
Oh!
Does that put you over it?
Does he hit the-
Oh no! I think somebody
Oh,
found a new
my, oh,
line,
my.
buddy. Now he's not going to have enough speed to hit
Yeah.
that triple, but he can scrub that
Wow.
hard. Oh my god!
Insane scrub. But if he can do that line and then hit the triple,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
He would need
Over.
to
But
break
does he
check,
win?
right?
Does he doesn't even win this, does
no,
he? No.
Brag's got him
Brag's
by like a
dead.
bike, half bike. That's
Wow.
unreal, man.
So these are the top 3 that I expected to be in the top 3. So no surprise there. These
Yeah.
guys are killing it. They have the most experience.
Yeah, they were here last year and they're here this year because of that. So they are pretty darn close, within about
2/10
2/10
of a second.
of each
Yeah.
other. Crazy.
Wow. But even Julito BMX isn't too far behind.
Yeah.
But who's going to figure out that line? And can someone else get that whoop bounce out? That was crazy.
I just
that-
want to see someone hit the
James.
triple, man. We're moving into the final third of this track. I just want to see someone crush that triple.
Yeah. I love Cudlow's color scheme. I
Well,
like
I'm
that.
about to run out there.
I mean,
to
it looks like a real motocross rider.
This is
Yeah.
the new gear. This is the new Turborilla gear set we released a couple
Yeah.
weeks
Oh,
ago.
yeah?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
So if you guys buy the Turborilla gear set,
I mean, there
there's
might be some
5
bias
like
coming
it.
into effect here.
A little bit. No.
Oh, this Turborilla gear. Oh, yeah, it's great. Right,
It's
Joe?
the best.
Co-owner of co-presenter of Turborilla. Yeah, that's right, Justin. Co-presenter of Turborilla.
Oh man. Yeah, it does look good though.
Yeah, it does. It
Beautiful-
looks
beautiful
dope,
color.
man. What is exactly the orange pattern? Is it like a
It's a
camo?
camel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Very cool. How'd you get the name Turborilla?
One of the other guys will have to tell you. I don't.
Godzilla
I
Turbo
think, yeah,
style.
it's like a
Yeah.
mixture of just
Like a Turbo Gorilla.
random stuff.
Turbo Gorilla. Harambe, rest in peace.
Gavin, one of the track designers, is
Never
saying,
forget.
Never forget. I love Harambe.
We can't talk about Harambe, man. I just won't stop laughing.
Yeah, there's gonna be a new subreddit called Unexpected Harambe.
Yeah.
It's gonna we're gonna be a part of.
Isn't that already a subreddit? It
It has
sounds
to
like a
be. It
subreddit.
has to be.
Unexpected Harambe. Oh my god.
Oh, buddy.
Get
Yeah.
us to the top, guys. Make the Reddit, post it. Get us to the front page.
Oh no. Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, so Cutlass still cranking along here. He's looks like he's really trying to fine tune his line that he's taking here, and clean up a couple things. He's got a nice roll through there.
Gavin's saying the second whoop bounce out was intentional, which I wasn't doubting that it was.
Right
I was
here?
just surprised when we saw someone do it.
Ooh.
Up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a hard line.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was obviously intentional, which
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks definitely like, I mean, just watching James when he hit it, it was so smooth. I can definitely see that being a thing. But I got to see somebody do that line and then hit that
Triple?
blast on that triple. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be insane.
It's going to be insane. So Zele looks like he just bettered his time just a little bit.
Indeed. But that's in terms of,
Yeah,
the
he did.
margin.
So
I was going to say in terms of like
36.09.
the margin, that's going to be a good improvement. Really good.
All right, here he goes again. So now he knows what he's got to do. He's going to start cranking it out. Still don't know how these guys do the auto gas, but that's all right. It's so hard.
I guess their theory is that it means that they'll never lose speed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also less fatiguing on your left thumb.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to sit there and mash the screen the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, big time.
And you can see, I mean, one of them's covered by the picture-in-picture, but you can see a little bit their inputs. You'll see the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rocking back.
Yeah,
and
see
forth.
there.
So if you guys are wondering, how are these guys doing this, you can kind of see a little bit what they're doing.
Yeah, but it's going to be different because he's using a lot of the forward and back leaning to really control the bike, whereas
That shifting, right?
a scrub like me is going to be, using brakes, gas, changing all this stuff out. I don't even see him hardly hitting the stuff over here on the left. So
Unless,
yeah,
No.
he's just literally tapping it lightly.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
tiny little break. there.
Yeah. So
But I don't think he wants that. I don't think.
yeah, but this is these guys. I mean, the guys that do auto gas, they're good at doing auto gas.
Yeah.
I am like a dumpster fire. It's awful. In fact, my chat used to make me do. They used to make me play with auto gas just to laugh, and I was like, "It's not very funny." Laugh at my own expense. So yeah, he's trying to dial in this beginning spot. Looks
Feels
like
he
he's
can
getting
make
there.
up time there.
Yeah,
He's already got a really fast ghost.
yeah. Oh boy, that's a heck of a bounce. That's
Oh,
nice.
it's a nice bounce there.
You get the money bounce right here.
Yep. Is he gonna get it?
I don't think he's trying for
Dude,
it.
that's
Ooh,
so hard.
what-
He-
okay.
He's not even trying for it. Didn't look
Nah.
like. But can he get the
Oh,
He wants to
this
blast
is
it. He's gonna
fast.
Can
blast
he
it.
get the triple?
No, he leaned back too
No.
far. But it looks like he corrected himself just so he can
Went
take
back
that dump
too
down.
far.
Bill Cosby's pill, which is an interesting name. He says, "I don't think people actually used autogas." Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I think. Do we have 3 guys with autogas
There's
today?
several
There's
of
at
the
least
top
2,
guys
2 or
here,
3.
yeah, that they do that. Yeah, it's just unreal some of the stuff these guys are hitting.
Man, that was so clean.
Because I kind of picture myself not hitting it.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I've spent hours playing these tracks, and,
Yeah.
and I see these guys nail stuff that I couldn't do with like 2 hours of work.
Yeah, I think
Oh, he's
45
going.
minutes.
Oh, he's leant back too
Ah,
far
yeah.
again.
Ooh, with that scrub though, he might. Nope, he was gonna
Oh.
case.
Yep.
We're coming down to the last 11 minutes, and so what are we at? We're at 36 seconds
Yeah.
right now, kind of, to run. So yeah, they still have a few full goes to be had.
Yeah, and he's trying to keep himself really low here, if you'll notice that. Any kind of forward trajectory where you can really get a lot of that forward momentum, keep it going towards the front, you'll really gain up a lot of time. And I can tell that's what he's doing right here. He's staying super low.
The thing about scrubbing is, when we're talking about scrubbing, when these guys like wheelie and then lean forward on a jump,
Yeah.
like right
Yeah.
there. The problem with it is you can't always do it because you don't go as far when you scrub than if you were to air it out, normal with both tires going
Yeah.
off the takeoff. So some of these jumps, if they scrub it, they'll case, which means they're landing short.
Ooh, so soft scrubs a lot, looking really nice here.
Yeah.
Can he
Okay,
get
he's
that
going for
double?
it.
Somebody's got to hit this.
He's
Come
going
on,
for it.
Get it.
No.
Yeah, he's going.
He's
for
going for it.
Oh!
Oh, he cased it right at the front. Okay, he's going to get it, man. I think one of these guys has got to hit that. It's got to be a thing. I think he's going to go for it.
Yeah, let's stay on board with the scrub master.
Gavin or Ryan, if you're still watching, do these guys have to hit the whoop bounce out to hit the step up with more speed in order to hit the triple? Or can they hit that step up speed check any way they want, just land it smoothly and still hit the triple?
So over the last
Yeah, see, because that bounce out's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so over the last 10 minutes or so since we checked the leaderboard, there's been no change in the top 4.
Wow.
Exactly
It's
the same
still the same.
times.
Interesting.
Exactly the same times. So
Nice
not just
scrub
no
there.
movement between those placings,
Nice
but
and high there.
also no change in those top 4 times.
That's very interesting. So that tells me that guys are still trying. They haven't switched it up too much, and they're
I think they're going for
maybe
the
they're
triple.
trying too hard.
I think
They're
they-
trying too hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these guys are really just trying to hit the triple now. They know if
Yeah.
they hit that triple,
Yeah.
that's going to bump them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see
If they
Josh
don't-
doing that.
because it's a maker. You can't try going for the triple and then case a little and get a good run. Like you either have to go for it or
you do it
not
or you
at all.
don't. Yeah. There is no try. Who said that? That was Yoda, baby. Do or do not.
Yes.
There is no try.
Why is it?
Even that first scrub right there, get that smooth to set up the rest of your run. It's crazy. And what's hard about those two is that hitting that scrub, that dirt is going up. So you can't scrub it too hard or you're going to tap that and not even get where you need to be.
you're not going to get
And that
any
screws up your first
distance.
3/4 of a second of the race right here.
All right, we're on with
With Santa Claus.
Spiders now,
Yeah.
with Santa Claus. He's rushing to meet the Christmas elves.
Moto Santa.
And they're like, no, it's only April. And he's old and senile. He's like, oh, no, what?
He is.
Where's Rudolph? And they're like, go back to bed, Grandpa.
Yeah. And his bike and suit looks like Elsa's dress from Frozen. Look at him, just
And so
killing it. There
Bider's
you go.
finished in second
He's
place
gonna do
on the
it.
first
Nah, he dumped
Not
it
track.
even trying it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he went
Bider's
for it.
finished in second place on the first track.
Second,
but
yeah.
now he's in last place on this
Interesting.
one.
He just bettered his time though.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got. That was probably about a quarter second off.
37.69.
Yeah.
MX Freak is saying that you don't need to bounce out to hit the fast line. Ryan, who made it, saying if we could watch his replay, he hit it. But I think the version of the game the production team is using doesn't have
Yeah.
the version of the track your replay's on, so we won't be able to watch
Yeah.
yours.
Different leaderboards. Yeah, he's still just cranking along.
Yeah.
Surely somebody's gonna hit that.
Oh, he's making...
That's
Just...
an interesting one.
Oh, okay, that was actually
Yeah.
line. I thought that was a mistake.
Yeah, I think it was. He just kind of turned it into something great. Just slow here.
Could
Maybe
work
go
out,
again.
though,
Yeah.
if he can...
Go, go, go. No, he's just going for the swim.
Suddenly just got a breezy
of
gust of wind.
Yeah, what is that?
There's a
It
huge
just
chill
got
in the
nice
room
in
all of a
here.
sudden. I think a window's suddenly been opened.
Oh, yeah. It is now.
I can check what that is, guys. If there's a pigeon here, I'm going to be...
Oh, I'm going to
Screaming.
laugh if you get attacked by a pigeon.
Yeah, I think this window just
Yeah, they
suddenly
got
opened.
venomous ducks around here. It's crazy. All right, so we're going through right now, looking at these. So Julito's holding that 5 spot. Zale's in 4th. ZSE is rolling that 3rd slot. Master 52 up in number 2 right now. And then Bragg's Stad is running that 1st place spot. And they are all pretty darn close. So all within about 0.3-ish seconds out of those
Yes,
top
indeed.
5. 0.4, so yeah, very close. Very, very close.
Yeah, Gavin's saying this track is all about perfecting your run and just making it clean.
So pretty much every track.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. I like the clarification.
How do I race this track? Well,
I know.
just be perfect.
Just go fast.
Just be fast.
Got you, fam. Let's
Just
do
do
this.
well. Ah,
There's Zach.
ZSE doing some sign language.
Zach just giving up. He's like, I got a good time. I'm done.
he's like, high five.
Come get
High
me.
fives all
Come
around.
at me.
All right, let's watch him for a minute.
I mean, what is THR? Is that like a guild? Are these guys a band of
You
warriors?
could call it that.
Because
It's
we've got
led by
Bragstad and Zach that are in THR.
Yeah, it's led by a very heavily bearded man from Denmark named Birdshaw. He's a
Oh.
mod in the chat.
Yes.
And he somehow has turned what was supposed to be a joke into a massive army of players from around the world.
And what does it stand for?
The horny rhino.
The horny rhino.
Well,
you like-
I wish
is
I
that-
didn't ask.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I
No.
always tell people.
Okay. The horny rhinos.
No, it's like the mascot is a beautifully rainbow unicorn that we actually worked with. I worked with a couple of the devs, and they teased me because I made a helmet and everything, gave it to them, and then they wouldn't put it in the game, but he put it in a build of his game and sent me video back of him playing. I'm like, come on, man, just for a minute, you know. So, but yeah, it was just something that he had started as a joke, and it turned into something ridiculous. So I think actually because of that, and there's a lot of other people that have kind of made teams that I think they're going to try to incorporate into the next game. So that'll be fun.
Okay. Yeah, and so you
official support for teams.
You did mention that Mad Skills Motocross 3 is in development. How long has it been in development for?
Ooh,
any more information?
It's been a long
time. I know
time.
how you game devs can be, so I will
we
watch my questioning.
Soon, TM.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's been in development, I think, over a year now. It's still got probably at least a year to go.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while. It's a huge game. We're not taking away from this. Like, it's going to be similar style to this, similar physics, but it's going to be adding so much more, you know, support for teams.
So much more.
Yeah.
Quite a vague statement. Could you?
Yeah. So team
you
support,
specialize at all?
Team support's a big one. Tournament mode. You know, there's going to be live player versus player tournament mode.
Yeah.
There's going to be a track editor in the game, so everyone can make their own tracks, share them with their friends, get them in the community. We'll use the best tracks, you know, for career mode and jam mode and all that stuff.
There he is. He's blasting this man. Oh, buddy.
I don't know.
Is he going to do it? Nope.
No.
Slow down. That's fine. Because if he can scrub this hard enough, right on top. That slowed him down, though. And that forward lean, he's trying to gain just a little bit. He knows it. 3.5 minutes left, too.
I'm disappointed. I think everyone's given up on the trip.
Yeah.
It looks
Everyone's
like
given
it.
up on the triple.
Yep. I think they have.
The boys.
That's the thing. Like we said earlier, if you commit too much to one spot trying to nail it down, you're wasting time when you could be setting a semi-decent or better run overall on an easier line. Zach is the most focused guy. Look at him. I wish we still had the crocodile hunter with us so we could have him like narrate what Zach's doing. Froggy.
Come on, Zach, hit that triple. Do it.
I think you need to make a VR version for Zach so he can just wear an Oculus Rift and,
There you go.
and play with it right in front of his face.
The cyborg.
Yeah, it's insane. Oh, he's tight right here, man. He's right on his line with him. Nice scrub over there. Nice scrub over there. He's doing it. He's going to try to... Let's see.
Will he go for the triple, or is he going to play it safe?
Wowza.
Oh,
buddy.
This could be
man.
it. No, he
it's
doesn't want
fine,
to do
though.
it. He doesn't
He's
want
going
to
to better
He's
his
just
time.
trying to get a better time.
He's still a little low. Yep.
Screwed it up.
He hates it. He hates it. Look at that face. That is the face of a broken man.
Yeah.
He's fine, though. He'll make it through.
What place was he in last time we checked?
Third,
not
was
sure.
it? It was Master and Bragstead, like first and
Yeah,
second,
all three
I
of
think.
them. Yeah.
Bragstead in first, Master second.
Oh, man, he knows it, too. He had that... Oh, look.
You're wasting precious seconds.
Yeah, go.
You're wasting precious seconds. Come
You have
on.
less than 2 minutes, man.
Discipline. Stick with
buddy.
it. Put everything into it. Is he going to continue this line? He is. He
Yeah.
just wants to try. I don't know.
He's blasting those whoops, too. Like,
Yeah.
he is just rolling through those things.
Man, he's so far back on that tire.
Yeah.
Oh no! Is this? Oh,
Oh, he's gonna try to-
He's
he's going for it
trying.
right
He's
here.
trying. He's
Yeah.
trying.
Nope.
Oh,
he knew it
come
too.
on!
All right,
Can we
minute
see
22,
one
so you're-
guy trying to hit the triple, please?
Yeah, you're getting close now to
I'm
where...
desperate. This is it, guys. Pretty much your
there's
last
James.
chance to put in a clean run. So any restarts after about 40 seconds, you're giving yourself no room for error. 1 minute remains. Right now, we are with the master himself, 52 times over, apparently. It's James. He's going for it. I think he's going to settle for this one. He only probably has one more chance to restart. He's currently behind his ghost, but maybe he can pull something out on the whoops and maybe... Oh, this is it. This is it. Do or die now. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
He's not looking at the time either. He's probably not aware.
No.
Oh, he's just checked up. I don't know, unless you get like a 34 second.
Yeah, what are
you
these guys
throw your
rolling?
chop.
What's the best time now?
It was 36.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he knows it. He knows it. Man,
not happy with that.
no.
Who knows, guys? Maybe there's a secret Easter egg shortcut under the map,
Yeah.
which lets
Take
you
the
do it
rainbow
in
tunnel.
16 seconds.
Yeah.
Wait a second, is that the Mario Kart music I can hear?
Here comes the blue shell.
At the horny rhino, turn
Yeah.
left.
All right, 4,
Oh,
3, 2, and 1.
All right.
That is it, everybody. Track 2 is over, and we will see soon who reigns supreme. Will it be Bragstad, Master 52, and Zach that sit at the top? It is the case.
Wow.
And those times still didn't change in the top 3, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
I think
I
they pretty
can't
much stayed
speak
the
for
same.
Zele, but yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. So they held it together, but it's like not a lot of people bettered their times towards the end of that.
Indeed. And I really do like the fact that that track was so different to the first. It was a single lap, but also technically and the mechanics it required were quite contrasting to the first.
Yeah.
And how very specific, and the line in this one that most people end up taking was similar between them, whereas in the first track, we saw a bit more variation. I think it's cool for these two tracks to be different in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, these were totally different tracks as far as the way you play them, the way you go into them. And we're looking at
Yeah, and Bidus in last place, who was much higher up in that
in the last
that
round.
first outing.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we're bringing in a guest
All right.
actually to the couch. Welcome and hello. Thank you, Joachim, for bringing the mic as well. Shout out to you.
So how do you think you did? You did good, buddy. You did good.
Yeah. Well, I think first things first, you should introduce yourself to everybody at home and say hello.
My name is Bragstad.
That is it.
Yeah, that's...
Bring the mic up just slightly close to your face, Bragstad. And
Yeah.
so, are you happy coming out of that second track, finishing in first place?
Yeah, I'm really happy. I didn't think I would finish first on that one. I got my time like within 10 minutes. and
Yeah.
couldn't
Close to
improve.
the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 And why do you feel you picked up this second track so quickly?
Way easier to, like the lines like are easier to pick up on than the first one.
And something that we were hotly talking about on the sofa here whilst you guys were racing away was it's about 3/4 of the way through the track. There's a big triple that there's a potential to hit, but nobody had a chance to. Did you firstly identify that, or did you not see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Joe, do you want to speak on it a
The
bit?
way it was is you go uphill, the little speed check.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you can get full speed out of that speed check
And
and
bomb
fully
it.
blast, you
Yeah.
can triple and land on the table instead of down in the dip. And none of you guys
People were
nailed it.
going for it, but nobody hit it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We had a few guys, they
Oh, like at the
cased
start?
it.
No,
it was
no,
like
no.
about
You know,
three-quarters
you know the
of the way.
real big
Yeah.
uphill? There's like a little speed check.
Oh, yeah, after the speed check. where
After
we
the
brake.
speed check, the next big jump, you can
Oh, yeah.
triple out of that. And you
Yeah.
guys are all doubling it with like a little
The
brake
drop
speed
down,
check
yeah.
drop down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was nuts. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
you guys are all doing like a really hard scrub dropping down.
Yeah.
Instead, you can just blast that and triple
I
over.
was trying
Yeah.
to do a quad at the start, landing on top of the... I did it like once, but it wasn't like...
Yeah.
It wasn't possible to get like real clean. So
Yeah.
I dropped that
Yeah.
quick.
And so, Bragstad, tell everybody at home then a bit about your background, how you got into playing Mad Skills and what you're up to in the rest of your life.
I got into mad skills just at school. Didn't have anything to do like in the free
Like learn?
periods. Yeah, like learn. So yeah, I picked mad skills up there and just started playing for fun and got good.
Yes, and how did you get good and when did you realize you were good?
I realized I got good when I got like top hundreds, like in the world. That was when I realized I was
In
good
the
at the
jams.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, let's take a look at your winning run from track 2. And if there's anything you'd like to point out, Bragstad, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So right here, I tried to quad all the way up to the
Oh, wow. Yeah.
flat. It was possible, but
Yeah.
yeah. So you had to bounce out of the whoops to get
Yep.
top there.
Yeah. So these are the top 3 overall, and it's Bragstad.
These whoops were really
Came
tricky.
out
This
top.
doesn't look like.
Yeah, so we watched James
Oh,
right there. He
what?
went into that. And we were all,
Whoa.
we lost our minds because we were like, there's no way.
So
didn't think
this
that was
this is the
possible.
this is the triple we're talking about. This
Yeah.
jump right here,
So instead of dumping
you can blast and you can land right up top on the flat section.
right there,
And that's faster, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
faster.
no idea what you do after. I guess you just hope for the best.
That's crazy.
Thoughts
None
and
of us
prayers,
picked
thoughts
that
and
up.
prayers. Yeah, so it was nuts.
Close
man.
race between you three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a good race.
yeah. So that's crazy.
And have you had an opportunity, aside from this event, to compete much more, like around other people when you have the competitors next to you?
Yeah, I rode motocross when I was younger a lot, so went to a lot of races all over the country and world, and yeah.
Oh, okay, so you actually did this. You have Mad Skills Motocross in real life as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so how did you do in that? What was that like, competing with other people where you're doing it for real on a bike?
That's different. I get more nervous when I'm doing it in real life.
Because you
than
could
here.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death.
There's always that part.
It scares all of us. And so when you first started playing this game and taking it competitively, did you bring the same sort of skills and approach from real racing to this and that competitive edge?
I think it helps coming from like a sport or something like that. At least for, I don't get too nervous before we race, and I know some of the guys get a little more nervous, so I think it helps.
Awesome. Well, Bragstad, congratulations on your first place placing in track number 2. You have 4 more to go today. You feeling ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. Well, everybody, we will be going away for a 5-minute break, and then, as I've just said, we have 4 more tracks to go. Joe, everything's still to play for, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. So we will see you shortly. You don't want to miss anything.